Attack. So many ways to attack. And now we are back. Now we so many ways to attack. All right. And now we are back. Now we so many ways to. Okay, sorry about that. I don't know what's going on, man. What do I know? I don't. It seems like an attack, some sort of visceral attack, but we're back, man. So what was I saying, man? I don't even know what I was saying. I guess I got to start over, man. Did you hear my Hare Krishna pitch? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Yes. Heard nothing, man. Oh man, after intro music, it muted. Son of a bitch, man. So I was just giving a whole pitch about how about the Hare Krishnas and all that shit. I guess I got to start over again. So that really sucks, because you're here and you're talking and nobody hears you. It's just fucked up, man. What the fuck is going on in this world? If you want to just mute me, just just get rid of it. Krishna, the Krishnas. I was saying that there's nothing really. Some people will look at the Hare Krishna as a kind of a religion, and I look at it more of the mantra, the power of a mantra, where you repeat the mantra. And man, that sucks when nobody could hear what you're saying, right? You're sitting here making a video and nobody can hear it. The power of the mantra, where you're repeating this mantra, and suddenly all of your stinking thinking, or your monkey mind, this thought process that keeps going round and round in circles, it's like putting a saddle on the horse. Suddenly you can ride it, and suddenly you're not thinking about yourself all the time. That's one of the uses of a mantra. Now, you could say it's a religion, and you can shave your hair off and have a ponytail on the top of your head, and stand on the corner and chant. I love that shit, man. Maybe I'll make a video. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare. It's so tranquil. So anyway, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about the big push, the big punch tonight. Tonight is Sleepy Joe, Teleprompter Joe will face off against Donald the Trump, the President of the United States. And Trump, as I said, I'll have to say it again because it's very important. Trump is going to come out fucking swinging, man. I think that'll be Trump's strategy tonight. Trump is going to have no mercy, hold no punches. I would suspect that, just like when you saw in 2016, the second Jeb Bush opened his mouth, Trump attacked him. The second Ted Cruz opened his mouth, pow, Trump punched him in the face. And there's only two people on the stage. So Trump, I think it's going to be probably one of the most viewed debates in history. Donald Trump destroying Joe Biden. Now, politically, is Trump any better than Biden? No, politically they're the same animal, but that doesn't matter. At least Trump has a brain and he's entertaining. Biden, we're stuck with this, man. In America, we're stuck with this shit, right? We're stuck with inconsequential elections that don't matter, that don't count, that we get fucked. And but we could at least have fun. At least Trump is having fun. We can have fun with Trump, watching him destroy Joe Biden, because that's really all our politics are. It's just entertainment. It's eye candy. We watch it. It's eye candy. But I'll predict that Trump, within 2 minutes, tries to chop Joe Biden's head off. He's just gonna punch him, senile. He's fucking teleprompter. How you doing, Joe? No teleprompter. How you feeling? Are you on drugs? You're senile. He's just gonna ream him personally. connect the personal attacks, and Joe Biden is just not going to be able to. I predict Joe Biden is just not going to be able to handle it. He's just going to be so off his game, and Trump is just going to shout him down, which he should do. So that's my prediction. That's my prediction for tonight. Buffy is back. Oh man, we got Buffy. And what else we got? We got Buffy. We got fucking everything, man. Buffy the Vampire. Buffy and Auto Crash. Buffy and Auto Crash. The two attack dogs, right? So I mean, this is what I'm watching. When I try to, if it says stream is healthy and all, but I just keep pressing on like a professional, like nothing really matters. So thank you for joining me, marcusconte.com. If you can kindly go over there and become a Patreon of this channel, we have these are the deleted YouTube videos. So if a video ever gets deleted here, which we have, jerk offs that like to take videos down because they can't handle their own truth, their videos will just end up over there. The tip jar is here. That's how I survive, by your contribution, 100% funded by you, and ongoing contributions through Patreon. We got less than 40 days to an election, right? This is amazing. It's 35 days and a presidential election. Holy shit. Right? In spite of all this stuff. Also talk about, I want to talk about Kyle Rittenhouse. Got a lump sum. He earned, raised, a Christian group apparently, raised $500,000 for Kenosha shooter Kyle Rittenhouse. We'll look at that story. A couple of lesbians chopped this guy up. Man, that's pretty funny, right? Fucking, we'll look at that. And new COVID-19 stimuli coming down the pipe. So coming down the pipe, figuratively, not the pipe that you're interested in, but the other pipe. So let's look at this one. Let's look at this first. So this is fucking nuts, man. Look at this shit. 2 hot lesbian lovers allegedly killed dismembered man to steal his inheritance. When lesbians attack, man, they're like seductive bitches too, right? They're fucking Spanish, Portuguese, that fucking speaking that Portuguese. Oh man, look at these hot lesbians, man. Fucking stamp lickers, right? Maria Marvaglio, and Mariana Francesca. Maria and Mariana. They chopped this motherfucker up. You can't believe this shit, right? A pair of Portuguese lesbian lovers, inspired by the Showtime serial killer TV series Dexter, allegedly killed and hacked up a man, chopped off his fingers to access it. It's not funny. To access, it's fucked up, man. It's fucking crazy lesbians attacking. They chopped off his fingers to access his bank account and steal a more than $77,000 inheritance. See, never tell lesbians you got money in the bank, right? Because they'll bite the bullet. They'll sleep with you. They'll roll in the hay with you, right? And then they wake up in the middle of the night and they fucking axe you. They axe murder you, chop off your fingers, and then use your severed finger to access your phone and your bank account. That is some sick shit. And how do you know? How do you know that you're in bed with a lesbian a lesbian killer? How do you know? What? So Maria, 19 years old, and her girlfriend Mariana, 23, a nurse, are accused of murdering Diogo Goncalves, a 21-year-old hotel worker in Portugal, earlier this year. Whoa, this is fucking nuts, man. A grizzly, I think it's only interesting because they're hot lesbians, and I wonder if they chop the guy's, testicles off and shit, just to say, look, honey, we've got his testicles in our hand. We've got his money, and we've got his testicles, and his rod. We've got his rod. We put rod. We put his rod in jar, and we save. We drink his severed penis. I don't know if they're that crazy, but it sounds like it. The grisly details about Goncalves' killing engaged as prosecutors get ready to put Mavarado and Francesca on trial. Who's Francesca? Oh, those are their last names. Investigators say the guy that got killed was strangled on March 18th, and the two women allegedly cut off his fingers to gain access to his bank account from his cell phone, using his prints to swipe the cash. Oh, man. Instead of fucking Portuguese media. Man. That's crazy, man. The woman allegedly dismembered the guy and kept his head, forearms, hands, and feet for 5 days after murdering him and tossing his his torso into the sea. Fucking wow. They later threw the rest of his body parts into the sea from a cliff. Local media reported that the gruesome crime happened after Malvadio seduced Goncalves. So Malvadio, which one? The older one or the Malvadio? The 19-year-old Malvadio. She said, "You want this? You want this? Okay, I give you this, and then I give you that. You get a little of this, and then I give you that. My lesbian, fucking, I hate you, man. I hate you, man. Man, you fucking man. I hate you, fucking man. Fucking man. Give me pussy. I want pussy." Lesbian shit is funny, man. Lesbians are funny. Gay men. I look. It's not insulting. It's just funny. It's just funny with two. It's very erotic too. Two lesbians. Mavadio. Sorry, man. Oh, damn. So investigators say the guy's torso ended up on dry land, ultimately leaving key clues behind. I'm trying to make up for the fact that I was silent for 10 minutes, right? I gotta, gotta fucking bring you guys back in, right? Bring you guys back into the fold, man. Motherfuckers. Good morning, everybody. Vinny DiMartini on the chat. And Sterling Price has his wrench. Good morning, everybody. Weevil Girl, who is actually a girl. James the Weaver. Thank you, James. James is the politics is dead. Politics is dead guy. Keep sending me shirts, man. I love that shit. I wore your Facebook shirt yesterday. Check it out. Chris Milk. Truth in Politics. Vandalo. So, good morning, everybody. And what else we got? Oh, look, if you didn't get your stimuli, if you got your stimuli, you might get another stimuli. Check. So, Democrats unveil slimmed down $2.2 trillion COVID-19 relief proposal. Because, hey, fuck it. It doesn't matter why. You're going to give me money? I'll take the money. You're going to give me another $1,200? Pfft, send it over, man. Send it over. You already have my shit. You got my info, man. I'll take it. So we like the Democrats for this. Democrats are handing out free money, and the Republicans seem to be trying to still hand out some free money, but they're trying to chop it down a little bit. So let's read. House Democrats on Monday night unveiled a scaled-down $2.2 trillion coronavirus package in an attempt to revive long-stalled talks with Trump administration on measures. The package, $1.2 billion, less than the version that passed the lower chamber in May, would include a second round of $1,200 checks to most Americans and bring back a $600 a week jobless benefit. Yeah, baby. Yeah, free money. That's what it's all about, man. It's socialism for everybody. Just fucking hand out the money, man. Socialism. Yeah, until somebody hands you a $1,200 check, and then it's like, oh, that's good shit, man. That's all we need. That shit. Oh, it's socialism. Handouts. The fucking handouts. They get everybody, fucking poor people getting handouts. They don't want to work. And then somebody hands you $600 a week that you didn't deserve for unemployment, and a couple of $1,200 checks in your pocket, and a couple of loans or whatever, man. That's not socialism. That's not socialism. No, we like that. That's free money. That's the money that we couldn't make anyway. So the government is helping us out. It's not fucking socialism. What are you talking about, man? I'm no socialist. I'm a capitalist. I'm a conservative. I don't know what you're talking about. Previous coronavirus relief packages were negotiated between House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin. Talks between the two for a new measure have never gained steam. So, nonetheless, the Republicans chopped Nancy Pelosi's $2.2 trillion thing down $1 trillion. They knocked $1 trillion off, right? And I'm so balanced today. You know why? Because of the Hare Krishna. I've been chanting for the last 48 hours. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. That's called kirtan, by the way. It's the practice. It's not just listening to mantra, but you have to participate. Clap. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare, 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 Hare. Am I killing you? Because it feels good. I love that shit. And sitting, I'm going to go sit with I'll be sitting with the Hare Krishnas. Not in the park. I don't want to be public with them, but definitely you go to their headquarters, and it's so fucking interesting. It goes on for like hours. It goes on for hours. If people knew about meditation, if people knew, I have a tambourine. Someone's saying I have a tambourine. I got fucking tambourines. I got this tambourine stick, but I got a really good brass tambourine. It's hanging on the wall over there. I'd have to get up to get it. But they don't use tambourine. They use these two. I don't know what they're called, but they're like little cymbals, finger cymbals. That's that. And then they use a drum, but you can use any drum. I mean, I would probably like to percussion with them because I have music timing. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, and then the main instrument is the harmonium. It's the squeeze box that they use. It's 3 instruments. That's all it is. And sometimes there's other. I've never seen them use an actual. Oh yeah, but that's true too. I have seen them use the stick. I mean, I think that's maybe why I even bought this years ago. Because I saw it there. But anyway. So, fucking, man. All right, so this is Teleprompter Joe. This is just out. Yesterday, this is Trump, Donald J. Trump, with 1.1 million subscribers online. That's all he's got on YouTube? Donald J. Trump, is that even him? Is it verified? Is it verified? It is verified. But here's Trump's latest paid for by Donald Trump for President, Inc. This is just that 1-minute video. Let's watch.
Has Joe Biden ever used a teleprompter during local interviews or to answer Q&A with supporters?
What will your administration do to help them give them that chance?
Move it up here. There used to be a basic bargain.
Joe Biden possibly, reading his responses from a teleprompter.
Social distancing and wearing masks, which I never do when I walk outside of this house. I never fail to do. Now, one day, on day one.
Has Joe Biden ever used a teleprompter during local interviews or to answer Q&A?
It's trying to distract the American people.
Can you say yes or no?
Brett?
Yes or no? You can't answer the question.
The rapidly rising I don't know.
Whoa, that was that was good. That's a good dig, man. Trump is he's going after Biden. I mean, there's evidence that even not just where he's in front of people giving a talk, Joe Biden, he's reading the responses. Somebody is feeding him the fucking responses, and he's going like this, push it up a little bit. I can't see it. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. He's reading the answers, according to Trump. You see the reflection. They captured the reflection of the teleprompter with the answers. So how does a guy like that, you got to ask yourself, and you certainly have to watch at 9:30. Again, I don't know if I can go live with it because that's just a great reason to crash. See, look, see where I am? Look at all my yoga videos. This guy's great, man. You want to watch a yoga video? Watch this guy. This guy's fucking cool, man. Oh God, Chuck the fuck Schumer. Watch this guy. Oh, this guy's almost 60 years old. He's 65.
Stand
right
in
now.
mountain pose. Feet together.
Come on, do something. Come on, do something.
Feel the
Just stand
gentle
there.
rise of bones into your
Oh.
biceps as you reach down into your index fingers. Lengthen the sides of your waist.
How many 60-year-olds do you know with a body like that? Right? That's just not. That's not organic body. That is work. That is work, my friend. Right? See how balanced? It's just balance, man. I do this shit all the time, man. Fucking love it, man. Hare Krishna. I'm on a spiritual trip right now. So where was I? I don't even fucking know what I'm doing. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I'm so engulfed in the political process and the spiritual process. So again, I think this this commercial is a sign of what we're going to see tonight. Man, is this going to be good? This is going to be fun. You talk about football being excited or revving up for a sporting event. Man, I'm fucking so excited to watch this. So let's see what's going on with these clowns. The fake news media. So this is the latest election polls. The latest election polls out. And look at this. General election poll today, just this morning, Harvard-Harris, a 2-point spread. Even the fake polls, even the fake media is giving Biden only a 2-point plus. Now that's margin of error, so that you call that a tie. In Wisconsin, tie. Pennsylvania, they got Biden 9 points ahead. I dispute all of this stuff. I dispute all of this. I believe, based on all of the evidence on the ground, in terms of enthusiasm, in terms of numbers at rallies, that's very, very, very important. Very important. Enthusiasm is all in Trump's favor. I don't see how on earth the Democrats think they have all of the black vote, for example, or all of the Hispanic vote, or all of the non-rural city vote. I just don't see how they think they have that, unless, of course, they're cheating, which they will. They'll cheat in New York City. They'll cheat in California. They'll cheat in the big cities where it's all pay for play. It's all pay for play. You can't win here unless you pay us, unless you're on our team, unless we will promote you, Biden, if you give us something when you win. Trump, he's the enemy. He doesn't want to give us anything. He doesn't want to give us what we want. He doesn't want to give us everything for nothing, or something like that. But anyway, it's all rigged. So let's just look at the fake polls. So in general election, Monmouth, as of yesterday, Monmouth had Biden up by 5. Harris Hill had Biden up by 5. General election, Monmouth had Biden by 5. Let's see the general, the election polls. I just want to see the presidential polls. That's what I wanted to see. Presidential general election. I don't know if you can't. You can't filter if it's just general, but those are the numbers there. You're seeing that in South Carolina, Trump has a 10-point lead. They only poll the places where there's a controversy, right? They don't poll fucking California or New York. They poll allegedly they poll the swing states. So Florida, Pennsylvania. They're saying that Biden has a 3-point edge on Biden. That Biden has a 3-point edge on Trump in Florida, a 9-point edge in Pennsylvania. All disputable, all fake. Doesn't matter, really. Tonight is where we find out what's going on. So Trump, Biden campaign clash for call on pre-drug testing. Wow. Now that's unprecedented too. Trump is an innovator. Trump is genius. Oh man, you want to see this home? Let's look at this, man. Let's just stop a second and bask in the glory. Look at this guy. Right? How you living, right? Pierce Brosnan selling James Bond-inspired Malibu house for $100 million. Now, the only reason I like this story is because he's an actor, right? This is the the guy who played James Bond. And he sold his house, 67 years old, Ireland-born actor, perhaps best known for his leading role in the James Bond movie. In James Bond movies, 4, has listed his roughly 12,500 square foot Malibu residence for a whopping $100 million. So this guy, he's got about 120 feet of beach in Malibu to himself. Look at this fucking place. This guy lives in a museum. $100 million, right? Imagine, toasting your bagel in this kitchen in the morning, or cutting your fucking grapefruit open, and this is your house. This is your house. It's Thailand inspired. It's so beautiful. Do I get envious when I look at this? I say no. I mean, is any one person worth this kind of wealth? Because the guy made a couple of movies. You talk about look at that, a fire pit. Oh, man, look at a fire pit. All right, fucking private beach at night. Wow, man. You sing Hare Krishna, send me the money, Hare Krishna. Get envious, right? So here he is. But anyway, that's his house. That's his house. How you living, man? So in the real world, President Trump on Monday taunted Democratic presidential candidate Joe Biden for effectively refusing his request for a pre-debate drug test. Is it something that is askable? Can you actually ask your opponent to take a drug test in a presidential debate, in a speaking contest? Woo! But what if Joe Biden said no? He refused. Why not? What the fuck is wrong with you? Piss in the fucking cup already, man. Piss in the cup. We want to see what's in your piss, man. Trump will do it. That should be interesting. If nothing else, we find out what kind of piss is in what's in Trump's piss. Right? Is Trump high? Is it heavy caffeine? They could do a hell of an analysis on Trump's piss. Right? That'd be a whole congressional investigation, right? They can have a committee. They can put together a piss committee to analyze Trump's piss to see if there's any Russian piss in there, or Chinese piss, right? Or Chinese food, or Russian evidence of Russian collusion in Trump's piss. So I think Biden should do it. I think Biden should definitely succumb to a piss test, because nobody really cares about Biden's piss, because in another month he's going to be gone forever. He'll probably be dead. He'll probably be dead in a year, right? Because he's fucking senile. Right? He's already losing his mind. He's an old man. And we'll have on the record, Joe Biden will be remembered for getting Donald J. Trump's piss on the record. And maybe we could find out through Donald J. Trump's piss if he paid his taxes. Right? Piss is very revealing, right? Maybe you get a little shit. You know what I mean? Biden did not directly refuse Trump's drug test request, but his campaign made clear he would not consent to one ahead of the debate in Cleveland. That's where it is tonight, Cleveland, Ohio. The former vice president laughed off the idea that a Sunday press conference, he's almost, no, I have no comment, he said with a smile. He didn't say anything. Biden spokeswoman Kate Bedingfield said later that Biden intends to deliver his debate answers in words. If the president thinks his best case is made in urine, he could have it. Yeah, it's urine wars, man. It's fucking piss wars. Piss war, a real piss war. Put fucking piss in the cup, man. Trump floated the idea last month in an interview with the Washington Examiner, saying he suspected Biden used performance-enhancing drugs to make him more alert when he debated Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders in the final debate of the Democratic primaries. Trump, 74, accused Biden, 77, of being senile and nicknamed him Sleepy Joe. Somebody said to me, this is Trump, somebody said to me, he must be on drugs. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm asking for a drug test, Trump said. Trump also called for Hillary Clinton to do a drug test in the 2016 debates. I don't remember that. She was definitely jacked up. Right? She was falling down, tripping, fainting, passing out. Neither one of these, Trump, fucking Hillary and Biden, neither one of them have the stamina to do this job. Right? They're deadbeats. They're going to be sleeping. They're going to be like de Blasio's. They're going to wake up at 8. They're going to feed themselves. They're going to go to the gym, and then they're going to take a nap from 10 to 12 or 2. And then they'll get up and do PR. They'll stand in front of the cameras and shake hands and go to another banquet, lunch. The jerk-offs, right? They have no fucking feelers. At least you could say Trump reads the mainstream media. He knows what's being said in the world. He knows what's going on in the world. And he tweets about it. You know he's paying attention. Whereas a guy like Joe Biden's not paying attention. Hillary Clinton not paying attention. That's the winner for Trump. His lights are on. Whereas Biden's lights are not on. Now, there's all kinds of shit you could say inside of that Trump is a racist and Trump is an oligarch and Trump is this, Trump is that. Yeah, he might be a lot of those things, but what the fuck difference does it make to you or me? Because neither one of these shitheads that gets into office is going to change anything in our lives anyway. You could make the argument Trump is, Mr. China, he's sinking China, it's fucking Russia. Really, it's the ruling class. I did the piece on the big banks looting our country, stealing trillions of dollars, laundering trillions of dollars of illegal cash. Right? The whole fucking system is broken, and switching out Biden for Trump or keeping Trump in doesn't change any of that. It just makes it continue. I mean, real change could be if Antifa can bring down the whole fucking system and firebomb, Congress or something insane to stop them from looting the country. That would be about your only savior, right? Because when you really think about it, that's what we need to do. And that's why initially I supported Antifa and Black Lives Matter, because they were on the right track, and then they got derailed. They got derailed in their own insanity, right? And so no more. Now they're attacking everybody. Everybody's a racist. This is stupid. It's stupid. Stay focused. Stay focused. So again, will Joe Biden piss in a cup? No. Will Trump piss in a cup? I think he would. So here's an interesting story. For the whole 3 years, they've been screaming from the rooftops that Trump doesn't pay tax, and Trump keeps coming back. I'm under audit. I'll release him when I have him. I don't have him. I can't do anything because they got my hands tied. Right? He's the IRS that he controls as the president of the United States, and they keep chasing Trump around for his taxes. Right? And they never got him, and they probably never will get him. But Joe Biden is the guy making the accusation. Show us your taxes, Mr. President. You invaded tax. Come on, man. Show me your taxes. Come on, man. All right. Jerk off Joe. He has a problem of his own. Right? Since the left is now in histrionics over President. Histrionics? What the fuck is that? Come on, man. What kind of fucking word is that? Histrionics. You guys are making this shit up. Histrionics. I'm going to use that word. Histrionics. Exaggerated dramatic behavior designed to attract attention. He's using histrionics. I don't know if it rings. So ever since the left is now using histrionics over President Trump's perfectly legal use of U.S. tax code to avoid paying taxes for 10 out of the last 15 years, perhaps they'll give as much attention to Joe Biden, who used another perfectly legal loophole to avoid approximately $500,000 in payroll taxes on $15 million in income. Oh, so a little tit for Joe Biden, he's a tax evader too. Legal loopholes. These are the loopholes that when you hire fucking $100,000 tax attorney, this is what they do. They fucking jump through the loops for you. They don't even do it. You just put your money down. You got how many people have $15 million in income? $15 million in income, and he avoided 500 grand. So you know that lawyer or whoever, the tax guy, got at least 50 grand for that effort. So you pay off the attorney, you save 450 grand for yourself. That's how the rich do it, right? Right? And but whoa, the hypocrisy. Oh, the hypocrisy. Where are the Democrats now, screaming from the rooftops? Where are they? I don't hear anybody saying Joe Biden got avoided 500 grand in tax evasion and income tax. Of course, they ignore it. They ignored it in July when the Wall Street Journal reported that Joe and Jill Biden took advantage of the S corporation payroll tax loophole at the Obama-Biden administration that the Obama-Biden administration unsuccessfully attempted to close. Whoa! What a contradiction there. Obama-Biden tried to close the very loophole that Joe Biden used, the S corporation loophole. And Joe Biden, after Obama was gone, used it for his own gain to save $500 million in tax. You don't think Trump is going to use this? You don't think Trump has the one-liner already rehearsed? The second Biden says anything about tax, he's going to fucking scream down his... He's going to open his mouth up and scream down his throat, you evaded $500,000 in taxes. According to the report, the Bidens rooted income from book sales and speeches. Speeches. Who the hell wants to see Joe Biden speak? Nobody. But what do you get out of it? If you pay Joe Biden a $500,000 or 200 grand to show up, 200 grand to show up and speak, Joe Biden. Does anybody give a shit about what Joe Biden says? No. People give a shit about what Joe Biden's going to do for them for that $200 million, that $200,000 that they pay. That's the essence of quid pro quo. Does anybody really want Hillary? Do you think Goldman Sachs really wants Hillary Clinton to come down and give a talk about politics and finance? She doesn't know anything about any of those things. But she has power and influence. So they give her that speaking fee. And then she goes out and she speaks and she gets a $200,000. She gets flown in first class. And she has her money. And then Goldman Sachs or whoever gets their favor. And that's how these guys make their money, right? Speaking fees, speeches, book sales. Book sales, well, that's different, but speeches through S corporations. According to the report, Biden's routed income from book sales and speeches through S corporations, loopholes, avoiding the 3.8% self-employment tax they would have paid if they had been compensated directly, and avoiding as much as $500,000 in tax. So there you go. There you go. Everything is on the table, right? We wouldn't be hearing about this if it wasn't true. There's no reason for these to be in the S corp. None. Other than to save on self-employment tax, an accountant, Tony Nita, told the Wall Street Journal at the time. As the journal, all right, so there you go. Ooh, she's hot. Edited historical photos. Iconic. Vintage images intended for mature audience only. I can't click that because then we'll get struck for that shit. I want to see if are we still monetized? Are we still monetized? I don't know. But good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing, man? Me so hungry. TJ Vanderloo. Sterling Price is here. What's up? Joe will have to watch the rerun on CNN to find out what he said, says Sterling Price. I agree. He's a fucking senile old man. Sterling Price again. Trump admits during first campaign that he used tax loopholes. Said everybody does. That's true. He does. He did say it. If you want to, art dealing is a loophole. Yeah, everything is a loophole. Anything that if you make money and then reinvest it within the year, even a piece of real estate is a loophole. All right. So So what is their ground? Trump plays the rules because he's a real estate guy. He knows all of them, or at least he pays people that do know all of them. What's up, Nathan Purvis is in the house. Kiosk. Weevil girls hanging. Everybody's hanging. So what was I? Whoa, I got sidetracked because of the adult imagery. What else we got? So first debate, according to the New York Times, and then we're going to talk about Kyle Rittenhouse. This is awesome. Christian group raises over $500K for Kenosha shooter Kyle Rittenhouse. Talk about that in a second. Stand by. The first presidential face-off tonight. So let's listen to how the New York Times is spinning it, because it's all spin. At the debate tonight, I'm spin, right? Because I have an opinion, right? This is technically what I say, and how I say it is technically spin. But I don't really have a horse in the race. I don't have a dog in this pony show. There's pony in the pony show. I don't have anybody. I don't believe in any of these people. As I said, right? Historically, I thought that Bernie Sanders had the people behind him to make the necessary changes in this country, which were to go after the banks, break them down, give everybody a living wage, universal health care, civil. It's just civil ideas, right? Ideas. That's all Sanders offered, and for that I was behind him. But with Trump, I don't hear those ideas. All I hear is vibrato and bully, right? Oh, we're gonna get China, and Biden is a fucking wash. Biden doesn't know anything, right? But that's besides the point. At the debate tonight, Trump will be looking to press reset. What reset? He's the fucking president. Reset. But don't expect Biden to let viewers forget about those taxes. It's Tuesday, and this is your political tip sheet. Yeah, right. I need the fucking New York Times to give me a political tip. Giovanni Rossonella. Yeah. Let's see what they say. President Trump will face off against Joe Biden. Good. Thanks for telling us. Tonight, in the first presidential debate of the general election season, where he will seek to regain his footing. That's such bullshit. After months of trailing in the fake polls. Oh, that's what they mean. He's trying to gain his footing in the fake polls. The polls. And the revelations in Times reporting that he had consistently evaded paying income tax for nearly 20 years. So they toot their own horn. They bring up the fact that they accused Trump of not paying tax for 20 years. Both campaigns have been preparing aggressively for the debate. So this is all bullshit. This is not even worth reading. Fucking New York Times, CNN, MSNBC, they're all trying to crush Trump. Trump is the man. Trump is avoiding that shit. So let's talk about a real story. So we'll watch the debates tonight. That's all we really need to know. It's at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. It's in Cleveland, Ohio. And man, is it going to be good. If I can live stream it, I will. If I can, get away with it. The live stream on the main channel should pop on today or tomorrow. So we'll have two options. But again, this channel right here is monetized. It's monetized. Give me a 1 if you saw any advertisements when you got here. Did you see any ads? Is any ads popping up? Anything popping up on the screen? Did you see an advertisement before you got here? Or did you see an advertisement? And if you can remember what the advertisement was, that'd be fun too. Just tell me what it is. So let's talk about Kyle Rittenhouse. Remember Kyle Rittenhouse? Oh, you did see an ad. All right, Chris Milk says he saw one. Saw an ad. So let's talk about Mr. Rittenhouse, the young man. He's not even we can't even call him Mr. He's only 17. Christian group raises over $500,000 for Kenosha shooter Kyle Rittenhouse. You remember Kyle? He shot down he shot that jerk off who tried to hit him with a skateboard in the head. He shot the fucker that tried to pull the gun out of his hand, and then he blew the guy's arm off that tried to shoot him, but had a gun in his hand, shot him off. Remember the good Kyle Rittenhouse? All right, so people are seeing that's interesting. Spartans, advance. We are Spartans. This is Sparta. This is Sparta. A Christian crowdfunding site has raised more than $520,000 to cover legal fees for Kenosha shooter Kyle Rittenhouse. Wow, it's beautiful, beautiful. This is how it's supposed to go. The Give, Send, Go site, created shortly after Rittenhouse shot 3 Black Lives Matter protesters. Well, you don't know if they're Black Lives Matter protesters. They all claim to not be involved with anybody. Remember the kid that got his arm blown off? He said, I'm not involved with anybody. I'm just a kid. I'm just a kid. I don't know what I was doing. I was just there trying to help. I was just trying to help people. I'm not part of any organization. Yes, you are. When you show up and you rally behind this insanity, you are a fucking part of it. That's just the way it goes. Now, me, on the other hand, I'm just there wearing a press pass, right? I'm standing on the sidelines, but you're out in the street chasing these motherfuckers down. You chased that kid down with a gun, and you're not part of it. You're not. But it's not Black Lives Matter. It's Antifa. So what else? Sponsor of the group called Friends of the Rittenhouse Family, which is based in Atlanta, Georgia. So thank you, Friends of the Rittenhouse Family based in Atlanta, Georgia, for doing this for Kyle Rittenhouse. And, he has the top shelf lawyer. I hope the lawyer, gets the fucking kid out of jail first. I mean, he's in a juvenile detention center. Get him out. The group set an initial goal of $500,000, but had surpassed that by Monday by $23,000 in contributions. So they cut it off at $523,000 in contributions. Nice. Now Kyle is being unfairly charged with. Who's saying this? This is the organization saying it. Kyle is being unfairly charged with murder one by a DA who seems determined to capitalize on the political angle of the situation. The page says, the situation was clearly self-defense, and Kyle and his family will undoubtedly need money to pay for legal fees. Quote, let's give back to someone who bravely tried to defend his community, unquote. Wow, this is so good, man. This is so good. They're calling this, every mainstream media outlet called Kyle Rittenhouse a vigilante. They said it right to President Trump's face. They said, do you support the vigilante and Kyle Rittenhouse, the vigilante in Kenosha? And President Trump said, well, I saw the video. I saw the same video you saw. It looks like self-defense. They were going to kill him. And he defended himself. And he did it well. I mean, he was a great shot. He used restraint. I mean, he held back until someone tried to pull the gun out of his hand, he shot. Until somebody tried to kill him with a skateboard to the head, he shot. And the other guy who missed, you remember the first big black guy that tried to come at him, and he fired over his head. He didn't even he could have took the guy's head off, and he didn't. And then the final finale, while he's on the floor, some psychopath runs at him with a Glock 9mm handgun at him, and Rittenhouse shot him right in the forearm, took his arm off. Well, most of it anyway. 90% of his fucking arm came off. So anyway. The teen was with a group of armed militants. We know the story. We know the story. We don't have to read this. But that's great news. That is really great news. The second man, the kid who got his arm shot off, Gage Grosskreutz. Remember him? Gage Grosskreutz. Then walked up to Rittenhouse with a handgun in his hand and is shot in the arm. Remember that shit? He shot the guy that says, shoot me, nigga. Shoot me, nigga. Hey, nigga, shoot me. That was the first guy who got shot because he tried to grab the gun out of Rittenhouse's hand. Rittenhouse runs away, chased. Somebody swings a bag at his head. He stays on his feet and then stumbles because he's being chased by 10 motherfuckers. And he runs. Learn how to run backwards. I practice that now. Run backwards. Be able to turn and run. Literally, you can run pretty fast backwards. In fact, I looked it up. The world record for running backwards is under 6 minutes. Right? Some crazy guy, an American, ran backwards under 6 minutes a mile. So for the average person, if you're jogging and you're running, kind of hustling away, that's probably about a 9-minute mile. So if you turned around, you can probably practice running a quarter of a mile backwards fast, and that could save your ass because you could shoot, or you don't know where, you can't see behind you, but who cares? You're getting fucking shot from what used to be behind. So you flip it, learn how to run backwards. So what else? I forgot what I was saying. Oh, here's one other thing, and I'll let you go, man. One other thing. This is fucked up too. So now we've always said that the masked hysteria. We all knew this was coming, right? Masked hysteria. To what degree are people losing their fucking minds? They're losing their ability to communicate to one another without a mask. They have the mask on. They can't. So much of our communication is not just words. It's the reflection of the language, how we use the words, how we emphasize the words, how we fail to emphasize the words. It's very revealing. But also our face, our head gestures, our mouth, our eyeballs, our everything about us, how we speak, reading lips, hesitation to, so that's part of communication. And the mask gets in the way of all that. And it also emboldens people. There's evidence now that a lot of the crime, a lot of the violence, a lot of the pseudo fires wouldn't happen or the confrontation, the looting, right? Unless they had masks on, because you remember it was technically illegal to wear a face covering in public. I think it was in certain parts you can't cover your face, right, on a camera, whatever. I don't know if that's a law, but I think I just made that up. But when people cover their face, oh man, they come alive. Come alive, man. You can't see my face. That means I'm gonna fuck with you, man. Because now I'm brave, man. I'm fucking brave. See, you can't see my face, man. You can't prove it was me. You can't prove that shit was me. And then you take it away. Oh, hi, how are you? And then all of a sudden how are you? I was just looking to talk to you. I was just looking to have a little political conversation with you out in the street. And then 5 minutes later, I'm going to fucking get you, man. You're a fucking racist, man. I'm going to hit you in the head with my skateboard, dude. Man, you're a racist. You're a fucking Trump racist. You're such scum, man. I'm gonna get you, man. I'm going to burn your fucking house down. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I misspeak? I'm very sorry. Did I step on your feet? That's how they are, two-faced. Right? So as violent protesters have begun to diminish for the time being in the areas of Portland, it is time to reflect upon exactly who is perpetrating the street violence in Portland and other places. Not only who these people are, but what is the trigger that is inciting these people to violence? You do ask yourself, right? Look at this kid, right? Fucking, he found himself. He's got a Misfits shirt on, right? And that's a great band. I love the Misfits. Man. Misfits was Danzig. Fucking love that shit, man. You're a disgrace. You're a disgrace to white punks. You. Put your fucking hand down. Right? Guy's an idiot, right? And he's wearing a Misfits shirt. If that was my band shirt, I'd sue that motherfucker. I'd be like, you fucking take my shirt off. Take my shirt off, jerk off. You jerk off. One key, maybe not. One key facilitator is intuitively obvious. It's the mask. It's the mask. Anonymity gives a sense of boldness to lash out and behave in aggressive ways. You're damn right it does. Right? You're damn fucking right it does. They wouldn't say that shit without a mask on. Take your fucking mask off and say that shit to me. Take your mask off. That's going to be the next one. Take your fucking mask off and say that shit to my face. Say it to my face. Take it off. Take your mask off. The original psychological study that established this proclivity was the famous or infamous Stanford study from 1971. This study in many ways establishes the social phenomenon of mirrored sunglasses, both as fashion chic and also their popular association with authoritarianism. Let's just read. The takeaway from the study was that anonymity in many ways encourages behavior that most would not normally carry out. Updated studies in 2010 further validated the association of anonymity with aggressive and unkind acts, and frankly, the beginnings of violent acts focused on self-gratification. Ooh, scientific evidence. Scientific evidence that can prove or lend weight to the fact that people are more violent and more radicalized with a mask on. Is that the intention? So, when some instances the citizens mask up, the first flammable element was established for civil disorder. That doesn't make sense. The order was to mask up, and most everyone dutifully did it. Some of the masks were of little medical value, but no one questioned that. Anything was acceptable. In a first in modern human history, an entire populace now faced each other masked up. This was the first step towards chaos on the American street. Some didn't realize the unintended consequences. Some did and exploited the opportunity for the next step in manipulating society. Yeah, I called it. I said it. I said the masks, the distance, the isolation, all of it. It all contributes. You add to the fact that someone's crazy in the mind already from being isolated. And then they come out and somebody says, oh, there's a fucking riot going on. They're like, let's go, man. I don't care what it's about. I don't care. I got to get out of this fucking house, man. I haven't seen someone my age in such a long time, man. I need to see my people. I need to see my people and put my mask on. Oh, here's my people. What are we doing? What are we doing? Oh, breaking windows. Yeah, Black Lives Matter, of course. And let's fucking break something, man. I want to feel good again. I want to feel like I'm connected to something. And put my mask on so nobody knows it's me, man. I love this. I love anarchy. I love anonymity. Yes, give me more. It's true, right? Grievance and narcissism. The next combustible element, but in the pile seemingly was George Floyd's death. See, all this shit was happening before George Floyd's death. As I kept saying, it was so strange to see all of a sudden 10,000 young people come from out of nowhere. So this shit was building up. It was building up, man. And I bet they're having that mask sex too, right? Let's fuck. Let's fornicate, right? With the masks on. Get my mask on for that. I'll wear a mask for that shit. Put a mask on. Hare Krishna. It's a mask. Oh, man, this fucking shit is dirty, man. It's fucking sick. Don't ever let someone hand you a mask on the street. Why? Because their hands are all over it. You want some hippy-dippy touching your mask, right? They get their thumbs on it. They hand you the mask like this. Yeah, here's the fucking mask. All right? Hold on a second. Yeah. You want to use my mask? I got an extra one. I only wore it a couple of times, so you can wear mine. So all these things triggered, and here's the other crazy part of it. School teachers. This is fun. I didn't know this. Quite interesting. School teachers and librarians as social justice warriors. Social justice warriors, right? Having the organizational infrastructure in place, unionized K-12 teachers and staff are the perfect societal. Organized group to take the combination of masks, grievances, and narcissism and operationalism and operationalize it to shock troops for taking down the American constitutional system. Dozens of public school teachers involved in Antifa. Really? I'm seeing that for really the first time. Is there any evidence of that? Here, let's hit the link. Dozens of public school teachers, American Thinker says, dozens of public school teachers involved in Antifa. The Antifa faction known as By Any Means Necessary. Yes. By Any Means Necessary is one of the largest and best organized groups connected to the violent leftist group. The Daily Caller reports that dozens of public school teachers have known ties to by any means necessary and are allowed to continue teaching despite their advocacy for violence. One of BAM, B-A-M-N, most prominent organizers is Yvette Falarse, a Berkeley middle school teacher and pro-violence militant. So there is evidence. The Daily Caller has done the deep dive, and I never heard that term before. By any means necessary. I've heard them use it. And then they say, well, by any means necessary. That's why when you see fires in California, Washington, and Oregon that shouldn't really be there or shouldn't be so wildly out of control, you have to view it in terms of Antifa saying, by any means necessary. They vowed to violence. They vowed publicly. So there you go, man. So there's the evidence, man. So tonight, we are going to see the greatest spectacle. The greatest spectacle in politics. The grand debate between Donald J. Trump and Joe Biden. And I hope you will watch it. If we can't watch it live together, again, I like to sit and watch quietly, uninterrupted, bag of chips, something to drink, right? And I sit and I watch, and I try to absorb into the moment before I open my mouth. A lot of people like to comment halfway through, but you don't know where the game change is going to come. And especially if you're talking and you're not paying attention, you're paying attention to what you say. I might not do that, but and after the event is way too late. So we'll be on, I guess, the next morning. You can read all the spin for yourself, and then I'll tell you what I think, my thoughts on it. But I do think that Trump is going to come out of the cage. He's going to come right out of the bullpen, and he's going to take the hardest, dirtiest swing at Biden, and he's not going to let him speak. He's going to shake him. Is my prediction. It's not going to be nice. It's not going to be kind because, quite frankly, Biden doesn't deserve any respect at all, in my opinion. You don't respect a guy like that. You cut him the fuck down, man. Cut him down, Trump. Cut him down, man. While we're chanting truth. Oh, so I'll give the LARPers something. All the LARPers, you could say now, oh, Conte's a religious kook. Conte's a Hare Krishna. I'm giving you what you need, right? So that you can feel good about yourself.